Hi there guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at exporting your files out of VinylCut to images, so photo type. This will not be vector based, it will be raster based. Otherwise, we just have a quick intro here. Well, today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. You can find this video and more videos like this there. And we do also upload daily, so keep an eye there for any new content. Well, if we head back in the program here, so now to export raster or normal photo type images. The reason why you want to do that is, let's say if you want to demo your stuff on a social media, show it off, or get feedback, then that's a great way. You can also export little thumbnails, you can say, or sample images of your design. And then you rename it the same as your project file, and you have little thumbnails. So instead of opening every project, you can just have a library of seeing what is inside that file without having to open the project or the main project file. So for this preview of this tutorial, I'm just going to set the mat size to 12 by 24, just so you can see some of the options in the actual export settings. Also going to select just the head. I just want to ungroup this whole thing and then select the head only. Now if you want to find your export, we'll be going here to File, and then we go down to Export. Now to export anything as graphics, or rather as photo type graphics, if you click from your export save as type, we'll be going here to BMP, bitmap as JPEG, PNG and TIFF. Like most people, I prefer PNG because of how portable it is, and then it also saves transparent backgrounds if you want. So that helps if you're saving, let's say, a watermark or a logo or something like that, and you want to put it over another image, then that is handy. So then you select your file format, you choose the name you want. I'm just going to leave mine at what it is, and then you click Save. Now, under the printing options here, you'll see we've got a few. I'm just going to switch everything back to default. So then we've got your resolution, it's the DPI. So we've got another video where we cover more on the DPI, but otherwise the basic rundown is just the higher the DPI, the higher quality of the file. So if you have a low DPI and you zoom in, it'll get blurry quick. If you have a high DPI, you can zoom way closer before it gets blurry. And then so if you're using social media and stuff like that, you can easily leave it at 72. But if you want to actually print it, then you can easily go from 300 up, or maybe 150 up, but 300 is like quite a nice default for printing. Then next up here, we've got background. So if it's on transparent, as you can see, there's no background. If it is set to color, then it will have a full color for the background. And over here on the right, it's a bit hard to see because of the color, but if you click that little cube, then it will pop you up what color you want to select for the background. So just take blue for now. Now you can see there, it's got a new background. Let me set this back. Then next up, we've got your show registration marks. So if you want to, for some reason, add that to your final print, you can. So they can see where's the registration marks. We also have selection only. So if we select this, then only the head that was selected will be printed. Again, quite a handy feature. And then under that, we've got crop. Now it will crop the graphics or whatever selected. As you can see now, it's only printing this graphics, but it's a bit tight here on the edges. As you can see, it's kind of almost cuts it out. And that is where the border comes in. Border X for horizontal, border Y for vertical. So in this case, if we set the vertical higher, now you can see we've got some more breathing room here. So it won't cut off our actual graphics. So same, you can set your border X as well. Then let's just deselect the selection only. And you'll see when we do crop, we'll do the same with your graphics. So now, instead of printing the whole mat, it'll only print the graphics. And then make sure you've got your border set, so it's got some breathing room. Now, another option we have here is you can add a drop shadow. So let's just make this border a bit larger. You can add a drop shadow, and then this will as it, as it says, it will add a drop shadow beneath this. And there's a few options we can choose. So first one is we can choose a color. Then we can also say apply to all layers or apply to layers. So this will apply to every single layer here. So if you have something overlapping, the current setting will only put a drop shadow around the border, you can say. But as soon as you click apply to all layers, then as you can see with the eyes there, now suddenly there's a drop shadow even under them. And yeah, so it's just good to know what that does. I'll leave that off for now. And then next up we've got here is the offset. So this is kind of like the the offset of the shadow. So if you see this, you can adjust it. If you want to make him look like he's actually floating in the air. Then we have opacity. So this will be the intensity of the shadow. If you see, if we take it down, or make it lighter and lighter. And then next up we've got the blur here. So you can kind of set the hardness of the rim. So as we take it up, you can see it becomes more and more and blurred out. Yeah, and then once you're done, you can just hit your OK and then export your graphics. Well, yeah, that's the basics here of exporting. So you'll see with all the different formats, you have very similar options. Otherwise, if we head here to the website, yeah, just a note again, I did mention it, but once again, it's very nice for creating a library of a reference for what's in the file. So you don't have to open the file to see what's in it. It's a very handy tool like that. Otherwise, yeah, if you head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you can find this video and more videos like this. You'll see we've got a variety of software we do cover. And also you can search on top here to isolate what you're looking for. And then if you don't find what you're looking for, then you can just request a training video and then we'll make that for you. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching and cheers.